It seems like a lot happened this week, from Respawn canceling games to PlayStation announcing a head-scratching Borderlands 4 state of play, and a lot more. First, let's get into the news of it seems like Respawn is stepping away from a few projects outside of Apex Legends and the Star Wars Jedi series. At Respawn, bold ideas, creative risk, and passionate storytelling have always defined who we are. That spirit has carried us through incredible highs and sometimes through difficult challenges too. As we sharpen our focus for the future, we've made the decision to step away from 2 early stage incubation projects and may take some targeted team adjustments across Apex Legends and Star Wars Jedi. These decisions aren't easy, and we are deeply grateful to every team affected. Their creativity and contributions have helped build Respawn to what it is today. We're offering meaningful support to those impacted, including those exploring new opportunities within EA. Looking ahead, our commitment to player-first experiences remains unchanged. Innovation has always been at the core of Respawn's identity, and it continues to drive how we build the future, from evolving live service experiences to crafting new worlds and stories. From Apex Legends, that means not just delivering competitive, innovative seasons, but expanding what Apex can be. While the team will continue to refine gameplay and bring new ideas to upcoming seasons, we're also investing in what's next for the franchise, exploring bold experiences that will push the boundaries of competitive play while staying true to the spirit of competition, creativity, and integrity that our community expects. Within the Star Wars universe, we're excited to keep building new stories within the next chapter of the Star Wars Jedi series, aiming to raise the bar again for storytelling and gameplay. To everyone who has been a part of our journey, past, present, and future, thank you for making Respawn what it is. We carry your legacy with us into everything we create next. Now, of course, one of these incubation projects, I think it's safe to be said, it might sadly be Titanfall 3, but do I think it's like canceled per se? I don't think it's canceled. Probably put to the side for something else. More than likely to help work on the upcoming Battlefield game, which EA is damn near trying to have everybody have this all hands on deck approach with that game, even though albeit there was a point in time where DICE didn't need anybody's help for the most part when it came to building a Battlefield game. So time will tell how good that game will be, but based off what we've been seeing ever since, it seems like it's pretty impressive from a gameplay standpoint and from a tech standpoint as well. I don't think this is more so goodbye to the idea of Titanfall 3, just see you later till after they put out Battlefield. Now, back on April 29th, PlayStation announced that Borderlands 4 would be getting its own state of play, which kind of, came off as a head scratcher, but I will say, honestly, I walked away from the state of play for Borderlands 4 pleasantly surprised, because they did a lot of things that I really didn't expect them to do. I felt like that Borderlands 4 was going to be another safe venture by like the last few games have been, not only with Borderlands 3, but with Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, like their little spin-off project. Both of those felt very, very safe. But when I see this, it's very different in the sense of the UI, in the sense of open world. Like they're adding content and different stuff to do outside of doing the usual side quests that you would normally encounter. They removed the minimap finally, thank God, and replaced it with a compass. They're adding vaults to the open world, and I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess, that some of these vaults may, have its own live service integration, maybe not fully, but probably some DLC down the road. There is a big emphasis on guns and mixing and matching between different brands, which I like. And I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect when I, was going into the state of play. I really walked in thinking like, oh, okay, whatever, another Borderlands game. If I've seen one, I've seen them all. But based off the subtle things that they added, I was pleasantly impressed, honestly. Now, will this bring back anybody who played and beat Borderlands 2? I don't know. Will this attract any new players? I don't know. Even maybe some people who are Destiny hardcores. I don't even know if they'll be, want to like abandon Destiny for this. But the jury's still out. Like, people who do play Destiny, they may say, you know what, fuck Destiny, I'm gonna hop on Borderlands. Which I've stated for the longest time, I think that Borderlands is the premier looter shooter.
Move this man!
But some people could also, kind of be cautious when it comes to what they're going to do with the open world, considering we've had like a lot of open world games tend to give people the open world itis feeling, and kind of, people may not be looking forward to it, or kind of even trying to check it out. Hopefully this open world content that they're trying to, introduce with this game is going to really scratch a lot of people's itch. Because I will say, like, for the past few games, there really wouldn't be nothing to do in the open world outside of doing side quests, which is fine. It's just, it comes off very safe after a certain point. Now, the only question marks that I have is, will this game have like a seamless open world where you don't have to load into areas anymore like you would in older games? Will this game have 60 frames at launch? Because based on what I seen with the presentation, it looked like it was running at 30, but I would hope there's going to be 60 when it comes out day one. And one other thing that I noticed that I thought was pretty cool, the characters that you could play as in the game, they seem to be more vocal in this game compared to other games. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Vault Hunters who you played as in previous games, it didn't really feel like that they talked at all, or very little. Not necessarily the NPCs, but the people who you're playing as. It almost feels like every playable character has a voice in a sense. But this does make me a little bit more excited than I already was. Now, the jury's still out on whether this game will still be good or not. There's still question marks around the story. The gameplay didn't really have to do much to really sell me. It's just other quality of life aspects of this game I really had questions about, and it seems that those questions seem to be answered for the most part, but time will tell. College Football 26 officially got revealed at the same time with Madden 26 in the same trailer. And this will be the first Madden, surprisingly enough, that won't be playable on PS4 and Xbox One after 5 years. They're finally abandoning that ancient ass hardware. It's going to be only on current gen consoles. It's supposed to come out sometime in August. As far as College Football 26, it's supposed to come out in a couple months actually. It wasn't that many details about the game, but this one vague description, quote, "Bring glory home in EA Sports College Football 26 and experience the world of college football. Whatever path to greatness you choose, from high school recruit to the Heisman, or as a coach, you can forge your own legacy." It's been rumored that this game will not only add real coaches, but a list of FCS programs as well. Also, unlike Madden this year, it won't be on PC. It kind of makes me wonder, would they do the thing where you see in college football where you're a high school recruit, you're at this big media day presentation, and after you do all these drills and combines, you get to sit down and select from 3 different hats or 3 different schools you want to play for, and there could be 3 different hats, whether it's like Miami, LSU, Georgia, like etc. etc. If they do a presentation like that for College Football 26, I'm all for it. And I am curious on how this is going to be integrated into Madden 26. There are some things I would like to see in a Madden 26 career mode, like kind of make the draft a little bit more. I'm not gonna sit there and say you gotta have a story with it, because they've tried to have a story with the last few Maddens and it just didn't work for me. Like, I don't, like, if you're just not gonna put effort in making a story for Madden, just don't even try it. Like, that long shot shit, we don't need it to come back at all, ever. And I get to kind of go through the day-to-day process of being in the green room. I can select my draft day fit. I can even select my game day fit. Like, before the game, like walking into the stadium, you can see me walk in with like a suit, a chain, or some or something. Like, I can walk in there with Ric Flair's robe if I wanted to. Okay, I don't really think you can do that, but just, to be a little bit hyperbolic. But nevertheless, I am buying College Football 26 day one. With Madden 26, I'll just play for free on the EA trial and call it a day. So after 84 years, Ubisoft will be testing a Crew 2 offline mode sometime next week, which, according to Ubisoft at least, that an offline mode is progressing smoothly for the Crew 2, which will ensure that the game is playable off and online, with user tests rolling out sometime April 30th, so sometime yesterday apparently, where a select group of people will be invited to test it on PC, and at sometime before the end of the year, it will be available on all platforms. As for the Crew Motorfest, it's something that sounds way off, but it's coming at some point. Quote, regarding the Crew Motorfest, our teams are currently focused on the live service and support for the game for years to come. But rest assured, the Crew Motorfest will receive an offline mode. The Crew 2 will be first, allowing players to enjoy and switch between online and offline mode whenever they want, when we will deploy the version before the end of 2025. So here's my thing about this. You could have had this game playable offline this whole time if you wanted to, which I've been known about the Crew. Like, it could have been played offline. All they have to do is, just create a mode and just patch it in. You mean to tell me that the people who are suing you, they don't get an offline mode for the first game, but they're gonna get an offline mode for these two games? Now, look, here's the thing. If they want to, they could come out with some type of remaster for the first Crew. So if they were to put the R&D into making like a Crew remaster after Motorfest and having it come complete with the offline campaign mode, then I think that'd be fire. That's the only way you could rectify this. But I'm kind of curious as to what made Ubisoft change their tone from saying you don't own your game to saying, actually you do kind of own your games because you pay us money. Oh yeah, that's right. The lawsuit grew a lot of steam and momentum, causing y'all to absolutely have to answer to this. With that being said, y'all let me know what you think about these topics in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.